Hey YouTube, it's your girl Diva Dimples. Coming to you for an update. I want to say it's been like 10 months since I did my last video, so I know that's really horrible. So I do apologize for not updating you guys sooner. But of course, as you know, life has taken its course and a lot has gone on since that 10 months has passed. If I can recap my last video, and I don't even remember, but I think I was somewhere explaining to you guys about me getting a promotion on my job, traveling, and just a lot of stuff. So yes, and I was actually, I think I had just celebrated my 3 years, but I'm actually 4 years now because March of this year made 4 years since I had the gastric sleeve. So at the end of last year, my job sent me to Maryland. I was there for a couple of months. I came back at the end of the year, and I just have a lot to tell you guys because so much has been going on. But I might even have to make 2 videos, but I'm gonna just try to get as much information in as possible. However, I wanted to let you know I'm okay, so I'm here. But I wanted to let you know at the beginning of the year when I came back from my training, your girl got sick. So I mean, I wanted to share this with you guys because I see now it's like, I guess the weight loss community is getting larger and larger, and a lot of people there's so many forums and so many people making videos now. And y'all know from the beginning, I always tell you, I don't have no tricks. I don't have no kind of like props or whatever. I try to give you the real, because what we have to understand is that this is a major, major surgery, and people don't understand that it's just not easy. It's a lot that your body go through. It's a lot of changes, and with everything we do in life, whatever we do, there's a consequence. So you realize there's a lot of consequences, and I guess that's where I'm at my point. I'm dealing with the consequences of me having the surgery. So I'm 4 years out. So 4 years and well over, like, I guess 6 months now. So I'm well into the surgery. So I know the ins and out of it. And I've helped a lot of people on YouTube. In my personal life, a lot of my friends and family has gotten the surgery, and I just try to be a support system for them because, of course, you go in here and get the videos, but you want the trueness. A lot of people that have, skin surgery and things like I would love to have skin surgery, but unfortunately I cannot afford it at this point. I mean, to be honest. However, I just give you the real. So back to what I was saying was that I got sick. So I remember, I don't know if I remind y'all in my last video, I had started getting these pains, like having trouble eating. So like it was, how like we have the restriction feeling. So it was like when I eat, chew my food, swallow, and it gets right here between like the breastbone, it's like hurting, and it's like it's like it has to pass for me to even get any relief. So this was happening for a while, and of course I'm thinking maybe I'm not chewing enough, I'm eating too much, I'm eating certain foods, because it would normally, like chicken or shrimp or something like that, it would always get stuck. Sometimes it gets to the point where I even have to go and relieve myself, but the pain just started getting worse and worse. I knew something wasn't right, so I was like, I have to go see the doctor, because I kept on trying to self-diagnose myself. We need to stay off these computers and stop self-diagnosing myself. So I was like, I have to go see the doctor. Lo and behold, went to the doctor. They did an MRI or X-ray or whatever, upper GI scan. And I had a hiatal hernia. Yes, a hiatal hernia. So, of course, my doctor was like, well, because it's giving you, he said, some people have hiatal hernias and don't even know it. He said, and they don't have any problems with it. However, since it's giving you, problems, you can't eat, we're going to go ahead and have a surgery on it. So that's another reason why I haven't seen me in a couple of months, because in March of this year, I actually had, and when that was my 4 years out, I actually had hiatal hernia surgery. Well, hiatal hernia repair. So he went in and repaired the hernia, which is where your stomach is slid up above the, I guess, the cavity wall or whatever. So he repaired that. So I was on the up and up. I mean, after the surgery, it seemed like I was eating better. I mean, I bounced back. I think I was out of work for a week. Went back to work. Everything was fine. I was healing properly. And okay, I'm kind of skipping in. Along the process of me not being able to eating bad foods, eating mashed potatoes, stuff that was like slider foods, I had gained weight. So I left my pretty 150 that I had been at, and I got up to like 160. I gained 10 pounds, y'all. And I was so, of course, you know, when you gain weight, you're feeling depressed, you're feeling like a loser, you're feeling like the surgery has failed you. But in all actuality, I was eating the wrong things. And of course, if I'm eating the wrong things, it's going to make me gain weight. So between that and the sickness, I had gained about, I want to say a total of 12 pounds. I got up to like 162. And I was like, oh, Lord. However, I was like, you know what? I'm not going to panic. I know how to get back on track. When you get off, you know, you just have to do what you have to do. So after the surgery, I seemed like I was healing fine. Everything was going well with me. And one day I was out to dinner with my family and I was eating. It wasn't anything, I think, out of the ordinary that I was eating. It was just some regular food. And lo and behold, the pain came back again. So I'm like, oh my God. So I was like, what is this? I'm like, oh, you know, this can't be happening. And hold on, let me pause here because I'm leaving out a whole big part. And that's why I like to write things down, because you'll forget. Let me back y'all up and then we'll come back to when the pain started back at the hiatal hernia surgery. Well, when I went to my doctor, Dr. Thomas Lavin, for the pain that I was having, and he discovered that I had a hiatal hernia. Of course, you know, they did blood workup and things of that nature, and they told me that my iron or ferrin, I think they kept on saying ferrin levels, was extremely low, to the point where like they wanted to do like a blood transfusion. It was so low, so they wanted to start me. First of all, it was like, well, maybe we need to start you on iron, because I was taking iron, but I think it was in my multi. I don't know how, because I don't think I was taking an iron supplement on its own. I thought it was in my multivitamins or whatever. I'm not sure. However, my iron was extremely low. I was always tired. Every time I get home, I'm sleeping. It was just like a real mess. I mean, I really was like exhausted, like to the point where as soon as when I get home, I would go get in the bed and I wouldn't be able to do anything else. So I knew something wasn't right between that pain and me sleeping all the time, having the indigestion and the acid reflux. It was a lot. So I'm like, oh my God, this surgery has failed me. But I was like, I'm going to still stay positive and do what I need to do to get myself back on track and back in good health. So they referred me to a hematologist. So I went to the hematologist. They ran tests. I mean, I was like a guinea pig. They was drawing blood and everything. So she told me, she was like, oh my God, your levels of iron is chronically low. We need to start you on iron fusion treatments immediately. So for 8 weeks, I went in every week to the hospital, signed myself in like a chemo patient therapy. And when I tell you, they hooked me up to an IV. I lay there for like 2 hours and they pumped iron in me. Okay, so of course, I had to have a side effect from it. So every time I would get treatments, my bones would lock up. I could barely walk. I was dry heaving. I was throwing up. So they continued. They tried to change it up. They gave me some pre-medication prior to taking the iron, but it was a mess. So, I mean, I got through, I think, 6 weeks of it, but it was getting so bad for me and cramping me up so bad, they just decided to put me on pills. Matter of fact, I go this Tuesday to do my blood work to see if my iron levels have gone up since I've been taking the pills. And of course, you know, you take pills, you get constipated. It's a lot, and I'm quite sure you guys know that. And I know I'm probably missing out on something. Okay, so let me go back to where after I had the hiatal hernia repair, in a restaurant with my family eating, and the pain started again. I was like, oh my God. I literally started crying in the restaurant. My family was looking at me, was like, what's wrong? I'm like, the pain is bad. What, you know, I did everything I was supposed to do. Why is it still hurting? You know, whatever. Made an appointment to see him again. When he came in, he was like, what? I was like, yeah, it's hurting again. I don't know why. So he sent me to another specialist where I had to do a full body upper GI, bariatric swallow, these crystals I had to drink. It was just like a nasty mess. They had to put me on the table. They was going back and forth, and the doctor there was like, one of the first things I can see, he was like, you have uh, acid reflux extremely bad. He said chronically bad. So, and of course, all doctors don't like the fact that you have bariatric surgery, and some people look down on it, and he was one of the ones. So he wasn't really positive, and I didn't get a good vibe from him. But however, the information was vital to give back to my, Dr. Lavin, so he could look at it. So when Dr. Lavin looked at the work that he did and all the x-rays and the bariatric swallows, they discovered that I fall in what they consider like a 2 or 3% tile, where all of a sudden the sleeve may, I don't know the medical term they gave it, but in my terms, it's like the sleeve may have failed. And not necessarily failed, but having some inflammation, something or whatever. I don't know. It's a lot, y'all. And I've been just so stressed out about it. So that leads me to what he told me. So he told me basically that because I fall in this percentile of individuals where the sleeve, give them problems with the hiatal hernia and the whatever, he wanted to do a revision. So I'm like, revision? I'm like, Dr. Lavin, I don't want to do another hiatal hernia surgery. What can we do? He was like, well, I'm going to just be honest with you. And of course, you have to realize, before I even had this doctor do my surgery, I researched him for years. I researched everything about him. I knew down to maybe his home address. I researched him so much, his statistics, his success stories and everything. So needless to say that he's somebody that I know will give me the right information. He's an expert in the field. He actually trained all the doctors in this region. So I know that he's an expert in bariatric surgery. So what my doctor told me is that since I fall in this percentile, is that he want to do a revision from a sleeve to a bypass. Let me tell you, y'all know from watching my videos, I can get a little dramatic. So of course, you know me. I'm looking at him like, first of all, I just had surgery. Now you're saying that the only way I'm going to get out this pain is have another surgery? So I'm funny, and I'm one thing about, just like I'm with y'all, I'm real. So I'm looking at him, I'm like, Dr. Lavin, look at me in my eyes. Look at me and tell me that you're not saying that you want to give me a bypass? A bypass, Dr. Lavin? So I'm quite sure he was laughing or whatever, but I'm like, this is scary. So he said yes. He said if I give you the bypass, and he showed me how on the chart, how like if he cut it and do whatever, it's going to give me instant relief, whatever. So of course, I did all the research that I needed to do on a gastric sleeve. I really never done a research on bypass, and I know it's similar. And what he was explaining to me is that this surgery was discovered, the gastric sleeve was discovered, because they had stages in the bariatric weight loss surgery where when you were morbidly obese, if you were like 500-600 pounds, they will first give you the sleeve to bring you down to a safer weight to do the gastric bypass. So he was like, you're halfway there. It doesn't take long, and it happens. People have to have revision, and a lot of people I've heard on YouTube and in the forums, they say that was the reason why they chose the bypass over the sleeve, because they didn't want to end up having hiatal hernia and acid reflux problem, because supposedly, I guess, it's less than that or whatever. But I thought with the bypass, and I don't know because I haven't studied bypass really, they have different things that they deal with from us. So I'm sorry, my nose is itching. So needless to say, I was upset. I was like crying, literally crying in the office, and I was like, Dr. Lavin, I trust you. I trust your judgment, but you're saying that I need a bypass? And he was like, well, this is your options. So he gave me some medication, and it's like, I want to say one of them is like an acid reflux pill per tonic or something like that, and the other one is like a Valium. And basically what it is because when it goes on it hurt, this Valium relaxes your stomach. And it's not Levocin, It's something else. It's supposed to be stronger than lecithin because I can't take both of them. But basically what it does, it relax your stomach, relax your gut and the intestines so that it won't hurt and relax that part. So he said I can be on that medicine for the rest of my life, which I don't. Who wants to be on Valium for the rest of their life? Who wants to be on, I just don't want to be on medication the rest of my life. I really hate taking medication. So it was that option or have the surgery. So right now I'm at a crossroads because I've been taking the medicine and the medicine has been working. But when I don't take the medicine, it doesn't work. The pain comes back. So I'm at a decision now where I have to make a decision. Will I be having the gastric bypass or not? So this video is running really long. I will be making another video because I don't like my videos to run long because it seems like I'm rambling, even though I have a lot of information for you guys. So I'm going to end this video here and then do another video because I want to cover more information and what he said and what my options are. But yes, your girl D with Dimples is here. I'm back on the YouTube world, so you'll be seeing more videos of me. And also, I decided because I'm just so elated that I'm, I guess, back and trying to get back on track. I'm starting a beauty channel, so I'll give you all the information on that once I start it. Just something to do. Miss you guys. I'm going to do another video to catch up with information. And you guys have a wonderful day. Bye.